Hey everybody, Ben Engelman here with Pre-Retire Realty and the Engelman team, and wanted to give you the yearly update to just recap 2023. So, been a very good year here for our team on top of just the market in Ames, Iowa. So, I'll jump right into it and kind of give you some differences on what's been happening over the last year versus prior years, all that good stuff, and if you have any questions about anything, please just reply to this or shoot me a text, email, or give me a phone call. Love to sit down and talk to you about it in person if you'd like to. So jump right into it here. When you look at active listings, when you go over the last 5 years, you can see the orange line is what we're going to be dealing with here for 2023, the prior year. And right now, we are still very, very low compared to what we were in 2019. 2018, if it was on the map here, we'd have it'd be right up in that same range. So still very, very low inventory, even though we did tick up from the 2 years prior, 21 and 22. But really, you see 2020, and then things just drop off when interest rates really hit the floor there. So rebounding a little bit there this past year, but still very, very low, even all things considered. So just understand that with active listings being so low, that it's still going to be in a seller's market. We're still, once we get to the absorption slide, we're going to see that all of the basically we ticked above 2 months for a second and then just came back down below it, and we're just below 2 months, which is still very, very low. Definitely seller's market. So when you go over here to monthly closings, as you can see, 2019, 2020, everything, this is when you see the interest rates really starting to bottom out, people starting to get into homes. We didn't shut down here, so therefore everyone was saying, hey, if I'm working from home, I'm going to find a new one that fits me a little bit better. So you see that uptick there. But really, when you look at the last 2 years, very low monthly closings here towards the end of the year, which is more normal, I would say, to see that drop off anyway. But we'll be keeping an eye on it as we hit the beginning of the year here. So when you look at days on market, with some of the houses sitting a little bit longer than normal, days on the market is getting closer to where it was back up in 2019. Still, when you're looking at an average across the year of 30 days, yeah, we're sitting above that here, but very low days on market here, which I expect that to be very low again here in the spring as well. But are you going to have multiple offers on your house? If your house is ready to go, priced properly, I do believe you still will, because the buyer pool is still larger than what we have when it comes down to what's on the market. So be prepared for that. When you're looking at what things are selling for, this number down here, yes, what we usually see is a downtick towards the end of the year. So historically, it's been about 2 to 3% nationally is from the spring market to the fall winter market when prices fall for like homes. Now, this is people just getting out. Does it happen that way sometimes? Yeah. But depending on your motives and what's driving you, that time, money, convenience, if it's timing and you really got to get out of the house, maybe you just need to get it sold. You come down and you give away some of that equity back to the buyer. Essentially, is what you're doing, because those values are going to tick back up in the spring. They definitely always do. Here's the absorption rate, like I was talking about before. Absorption rate, it did get up over 2. Now it's down back below 2. So absorption rate is how many homes are on the market, and if no more homes came on the market, how long would it take for them to hit 0? So right now, if no other homes came on the market, in 2 months we would be at 0. So that's what that number is. That just takes that rolling average. So those are some of the things that that we track. Now, when you look at the new listings, I don't think we went over this yet. So new listings, they're definitely low. Last year, when you see the black line here dropping, that is literally when interest rates went through the roof. So our peak in 2022 was in October. We went up, over 7%. And then that kind of became the norm. And now we're starting to drop. So we're getting a lot of phone calls, people talking to us, hey, we're thinking about moving, we're looking at moving. Those rates are starting to come back down in the low sixes. That just makes things more affordable for people. What it does when those interest rates drop, that's going to shift buyer pools. So those buyers are still looking. It's just they don't have as much buying power. When the interest rate drops, their buying power goes up. So that's really what we're fighting against right there. I'm going to switch over to our weekly stats here, just to give you a look at what's going on here the first week in January and then I'm going to scroll up and we're going to look at the first week in 2023. Kind of do a little bit of a comparison here because things are changing quite a bit when you look at just active listings. But when you're looking at active listings, you're looking at 67. We pended 23 for December, right? And closed 35. Those numbers are actually pretty good. I'm feeling good about those numbers. When you go down to the breakdown here, you're looking at 42 resale, 1 townhome, 5 condos, 35 single family homes. That 35 single family homes and this 19 new construction homes. That's what I really want to key in on, because remember those numbers, the 42, 35, and 19. All right, because you come all the way back up here, and when you start looking at, okay, what was the market doing? 11 resale, 13 resale. So now all of a sudden we're 3 times the amount of resale homes on the market, 8 single family homes. We had 8 or less single family homes all the way till the end of February in 2023. That is an insane number. And then all of a sudden March ticked up and boom, 23. So that's a number that I like to watch, because that's really saying, hey, buyers, here's what we got for you. When you look at new construction, this number also scares me a little bit, because if you remember down here, we've got 19 new construction right now, which is still, I would say, a low number. Up here, starting the year, we had 33. And then that number just started to tick down. By the time we got down into April, May, we dipped down into those teens, right? Well, we need to get more holes in the ground. Another thing that's going to play into the new construction realm, and if you're a builder or you know a builder, please send this to them and have them give me a call. We need more houses in the ground in Ames. The number one reason is if the city passes the 3-year tax abatement that they've been working on for the last year, that is going to be a huge thing. Huge thing. You're going to see new construction starts all over the place. And I think it's very, very good for our market, because what that's going to do, that's going to relieve pressure on the resale homes. So as that number starts to go up and we start getting built to orders, custom homes, or even specs on the market, you're going to see that the single family home, the resale single family homes, you're going to see that number start to go up as well, because people are selling their old home, moving into a new one. It's not just all folks coming in from out of town. So that I think that's a big deal, bigger than some of the things going on in our market. But it's going to relieve a little bit of the pressure. It's going to give buyers more options, and that's really what we're looking for. Because what that's going to do is it's going to make the market more competitive. And yeah, if you're a seller, I'm sorry, you might have to compete a little bit more. But when I say compete, make your house ready, not compete on price necessarily. 80% of the reason someone buys a home is price. because that's the price point they're in. So that interest rate is going to play a variable in it, and then where you set the price is going to play a variable in it. But there's still that other 20%. So it's what's updated. Is it clean? Is it had the maintenance done to it? And we have all those resources. So have us come through your home, have us take a look at things, because it can be a big deal. Just those little things. And what I always tell folks is, even when it comes to edges and corners and how clean it is, if you change the picture, or if you change the frame, you change the picture. So if you think about a painting, if you're changing the frame of a painting, sometimes it makes the painting look completely different. So that's a little bit there, but we'd love to stop by your home. Doesn't cost you anything but time. It's going to give you information. It's going to give you a better 30,000 foot view of what you can get for your home, things that you need to do for your home. Do you hire somebody? Do you do it yourself? Do you need a professional? Those types of things. So let me know if you have any questions. I hope everyone has an amazing 2024, and keep coming back here. Every week I'm going to have another video, and I'm going to expand it to a couple different communities, most likely, and maybe even do a statewide or countywide. But if you'd like to see other areas that we're not talking about, if you'd like to see those stats, let us know. It's pretty easy for us to pull stats and get you information. So anyway, that's all I've got. Hopefully you had an amazing Christmas, an amazing New Year, and we'll talk to you here soon. Take care.